Welcome to English Every Day, the place where you can improve your English listening skills.
There comes a point in life when everything feels loud. People around you are always talking. They have opinions about your choices, your dreams, your life. But in the middle of all this chaos, there is one powerful thing you can do. Some tell you to slow down, others tell you to hurry up. Some say you're not doing enough. Others say you're doing too much. It feels like everyone knows what you should do except you. This noise can be exhausting. It can make you feel confused, anxious, and even lost. You start to doubt yourself. You start to question your own path. You can feel your true desires. You start to reconnect with your inner voice, the one that got buried under all the noise. This is the voice that knows your real dreams. The voice that knows your purpose. The voice that tells you what matters most. Step back. Focus on yourself. And stay silent. You don't need to shout your plans to be taken seriously. You don't need approval from the world to move forward. What you need is space. Space to breathe, to think, to grow. Space begins with silence. Silence doesn't mean you're weak, doesn't mean you don't care. In fact, silence is a sign of great strength and inner confidence. When you choose not to react to every comment, every judgment, or every piece of advice, you are showing control. We're protecting your peace. In silence, you can finally hear your own thoughts. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. Silence gives you the power to observe without reacting. It gives you time to understand, to heal, to plan. While the world keeps talking, you are slowly building, quietly improving, patiently becoming stronger. Sometimes the loudest thing you can do is say nothing at all. It's because when you focus on yourself and stay silent, you're not hiding, you're becoming. And in that quiet space, everything begins to change. One of the most freeing moments in life is when you stop trying to please everyone. You stop needing constant approval. You stop explaining every step you take. Instead, you start looking inward. You begin to understand that your value does not depend on what others think it comes from, who you are becoming. The truth is, growth doesn't require an audience. You can grow quietly. You can rise in silence. You can succeed without making noise. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. It's not your plans, not your goals, not your dreams. You don't need to announce every move or get likes, comments, or validation. You stop rushing to be understood and start focusing on understanding yourself. You begin to see what really matters. And it's not how loud your life looks from the outside, but how calm and focused it feels on the inside. You don't need to convince anyone of your dreams. The more you grow, the more you realize that peace is the real success. And that peace begins when you stop explaining and start living. Peace is more important than popularity. Clarity is more powerful than attention. When you stop chasing people's approval, you start attracting peace. This journey is not about being seen. It's about being centered. You don't need to show off to feel worthy. When you choose to step back from the spotlight and work on yourself, your life begins to feel lighter. The pressure fades. The stress decreases. You stop comparing your timeline to others. You stop feeling like you're behind. Because now you no longer trying to look successful. You refocused on becoming truly fulfilled. And here's the beautiful part. Once you stop chasing the outside world, everything inside of you starts to rise. Your confidence grows. Your vision sharpens. Your energy returns. And without even realizing it, you begin to create a life that reflects who you truly are without noise, without stress, without needing approval. So let go of the need to be liked. Let go of the pressure to prove. You don't owe the world explanations. You owe yourself peace. Focus is a gift. It's one of the most powerful tools you have, but only if you learn how to use it. When your attention is scattered everywhere on other people's opinions, on social media, on things you can't control, you lose energy. You lose direction, you start moving, but you don't move forward. But when you turn that focus inward, everything starts to shift. You begin to grow, not by accident, but on purpose. You become more aware of how you spend your time, who you give your energy to, and what you allow into your mind. Focus turns noise into clarity. It turns confusion into action. When you stop comparing your life to others and start working on yourself, you become stronger. Your mindset changes. Your goals become clearer. Priorities become sharper. And slowly, the puzzle pieces of your life, your health, your career, your relationships, your confidence begin to fall into place. This doesn't mean life becomes perfect. It means you become more prepared. You start choosing what serves your growth. You start saying no to things that distract you. You protect your peace. You build better habits. You stay consistent, even when no one is watching. You don't grow by doing what's easy. You grow by doing what's right. You wake up early, even when you feel tired, yet you keep going, even when you feel like quitting. You learn, you adjust, and you improve every single day. People might not notice your progress at first. That's okay. This journey isn't about showing off. It's about showing up. You're becoming the kind of person who can handle the life you dream of. You're showing up for yourself. You're investing in your future. Here's the best part. When you stay focused and committed to your growth, life begins to meet you where you are. Opportunities appear. The right people come. Peace replaces pressure. And everything starts falling into place. Not because you forced it, but because you became ready for it. In a noisy world, solitude is often misunderstood. People think being alone means you're lost or sad, but there's a powerful kind of solitude, the kind you choose on purpose. It's not about isolation, it's about intention. It's about stepping away from the noise so you can reconnect with yourself. You don't disappear because you're giving up. You disappear because you're growing. Intentional solitude is where healing happens. It's where you reflect, reset, and rebuild. You get honest with yourself. You ask hard questions. You face your fears, your flaws, your dreams, and in that quiet space, you start to remember who you are before the world told you who to be. You begin to notice what lifts you up and what weighs you down. You realize that not everything deserves your attention. Not every argument needs your response. Not every invitation deserves a yes. You'll learn to protect your energy like it's sacred because it is. While others rush, you slow down. While others seek attention, you seek alignment. While others talk, you listen to your heart, to your soul, to your truth. Let them talk. Let them question. Let them wonder. While they speak, you work. While they doubt, you grow. While they watch, you rise. This time alone isn't wasted. It's powerful. It's the soil where your strength grows in silence. It's the gym where your mind becomes stronger. It's the quiet room where your soul starts to breathe again. Sometimes you need to disappear for a while, not to hide, but to come back renewed, to come back wiser, to come back more focused and unshakable. So don't be afraid to take time for yourself. Don't feel guilty for pulling back, for being quiet, for creating space. That space is not empty, it's full of growth. When the time is right, you'll return not as who you were, but as who you were always meant to be. There's a moment in your journey when you realize something powerful. You don't need to explain yourself anymore. You don't need to convince anyone of your worth, your plans, or your path. You simply need to become. Instead of talking about what you're going to do, you start doing it. Instead of trying to be understood, you focus on understanding yourself. And in this quiet commitment to growth, you begin to transform. You stop wasting energy on noise. You stop chasing people who don't value your presence. You stop waiting for the world to give you permission to grow, because now you know the truth. Your progress is your proof. Your peace is your power. Your discipline is your response. You rise with quiet confidence. You build with steady hands. You evolve with purpose, not pressure. Some days, the journey will feel slow. Some days, you'll question if it's working. But stay the course, because growth is happening even in the silence. Your habits are shaping you. Your mindset is sharpening. Your energy is rising. And even if no one sees it yet, the results will come. Let your peace disturb those who live in chaos. Let your success whisper louder than their noise. Let your actions tell the story, because that's a story no one can argue with. This is not the end, it's the becoming. You are becoming wiser, stronger, more grounded, more focused. You are becoming the person who doesn't just dream, but builds. Not overnight, not with noise, but day by day, with focus, silence, and relentless faith in your path. So keep going, keep working in the quiet, keep honoring your growth. Because when you do, little by little, everything will fall beautifully into place. Not because you forced it, but because you became ready for it.